Hey kids, how are you today? I'm great. Today's project, we're gonna make salsa. We're gonna can it. So, you may or may not know that this blue-eyed, white-looking boy actually bleeds brown. My entire family from my mother's side of the family is from Mexico. I grew up eating this salsa. The salsa is very authentic. This is my grandmother's recipe. All right. So this is Bumpa Salsa. Enjoy. The ingredients for salsa: fresh garden-grown tomatoes, onions, cilantro, garlic, lime, salt and pepper, and serrano peppers. That's it, and that's all. Let's get started. The first thing we got to do is we've got to peel the tomatoes. Now there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can fire roast your tomatoes and char them. You'll get a little bit different flavor by doing that, and that's fine. You can do that. Or you can do this method right here. This is the boil and peel method. We're going to take our fresh tomatoes, all right, in the lobster pot into boiling water. All right. So the water's already boiling. It's the cold tomatoes are going to stop the boil for a second, but it will pick back up. Now it's only going to be in here for 3 to 5 minutes. Now yes, I know a watched pot never boils, but when you're making salsa, it does. So it'll come back to a boil pretty quick. And what we're going to do is take the lid off. This is probably about a minute with the lid on, just to let the water get back up to a boil. Take the lid off. You see it's already starting to bubble a little bit. Now what we're looking for, darn it, what we are looking for, let's see if that works now. So if you look here, you see how that skin is split? What you want is every tomato in your boiling water to have a split, to split like that. That is your indicator that they're ready to come out. So what I do is I'll just turn them a little bit, make sure they're all staying in the boiling water. Right now we are literally a minute and a half in. Here you can see how they're starting to split. That one's split. This one's split. This one has split. That one has not split yet. This one has not split yet. What do we got down here? Not yet, so not quite yet. We're now 3 minutes into being in the boiling water. All right. Then what I do is I take a little paring knife, I turn on cold running water, and I'll pick up the tomatoes. First thing I'll do is I'll core. I'll do them one at a time. First thing I do is core, or stem, whatever you want to call it. So I've cut the stem out. What I do, so basically I'm holding the whole thing under cool running water so that I can handle them, because they are hot. Then after you core it with the knife, your skin will come right off like this. Put it in with all the others. That was a little green. I pulled that a little early. And then we do that to all of them. All right? peeled tomatoes. Now we start the fun work. I'd like everyone to meet Jackie. Jackie, meet everyone. That's right, this is Jackie Chan, the ninja. So what we're gonna do is this. Nice little bunch of cilantro. 2 serrano peppers with the tops cut off. Nice chunk of onion. Some garlic. The juice of 1 lime. Ten cranks on the pepper mill. A half teaspoon of salt. All right, Jackie Chan has a load. All right. Power on high. Let it go. All right, now we give it a look. Looks like everything got blended really well. Looks good. Now we give it a taste. We're good for salt. Not as hot as I'd like. Onion, garlic, cilantro, spot on. Salt and pepper, good. Gonna throw in another serrano. Okay, give it another taste. All right, that's getting close. I'm not sticking the spoon in my mouth, just so you don't freak out. Well, that's got some pretty good heat. Now here's the thing about salsa, especially canning it. It's gonna go into cans, into jars, and then it's gonna go into the pressure cooker. Now because we blend the serranos with the seeds, and it goes in the pressure cooker and hits high temperature, more capsaicin will be released into the salsa. So be careful when you're taste testing that you don't like make it to the hotness that you really want it, because it will be hotter once it's been pressure cooked, canned, and sat in your pantry for a couple months or whatever. It's got some good flavor right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave that. So what we do is this. That was batch number 1. We've got a few batches to go, right? All right. Get a pot. We're gonna pour this first batch in. And we're gonna repeat all those first steps. Do it again. Get the picture? All right. So what I'm going to do now is show you really quickly making one batch. So you decide, you know what, I want to make some of that Bumpa salsa, but I ain't going to make 30 tomatoes worth of salsa. I want to make one jar of salsa for my fridge. Okay, so this is what you do. One nice little bunch cilantro. 1/4 of white onion. 2 nice cloves. So 2 nice cloves of garlic. Obviously, this is kind of broken up. I call that a nice clove, and then these little pieces all add up to 1 nice clove. So 2 nice cloves of garlic. All right. 2 serrano peppers. All right. Your 1/2 teaspoon of salt. All right. Your 10 cranks of black pepper. Juice of 1 lime. 7 nice tomatoes that you've boiled, stemmed, and peeled. And hit it. And taste test it. And that right there is a perfectly good batch of delicious salsa. You put that on your eggs in the morning. You can eat that with some chips. You can, whatever you want to use salsa for, there's your salsa right there. Authentic, delicious, good flavor, Bumpa salsa. Now, if you want it a little hotter, grab another serrano or 2 and toss it in there. If you need a little saltier, obviously add some salt, add some pepper, add some more lime if you want. But right now, exactly what we did there is a really good salsa. Really good. I mean, like, oh, I grew up on this stuff. It's so good. It's kind of hot. And of course, the other thing is you might not have these mutant Hulk tomatoes where you live, but what? That's a big tomato. That's a big tomato. This is what I've ended up with. All right, now I've put them all in the same pot so that I can mix them up to make one even large batch to can. We've got our jars. Now, all you people out there that can, I hope you know about this. You gotta get you some, if you're making anything with tomatoes, now you can use lemon juice, but you don't want to give your family botulism. What? Botulism. You make people sick if you don't remember this step. 1/8 of a teaspoon. Itty bitty. Citric acid. 1/8 teaspoon in each jar. All right, so if you're just making one batch for the fridge, you don't need the citric acid. Citric acid's only if you're canning and you're gonna put a bunch in your pantry for long-term storage. Botulism? Huh? Yes, already, just look it up. Now this goes into those. This is called headspace. And right at the top of, or I'd say halfway of the jar's arc on a smallmouth jar is where I like to go to. You need to have some headspace for the expansion in the pressurization process. All right. Don't worry about those. Just put the lids on them put them away and save them for next time. They'll be good to go. Now we're gonna put the lids on. So, this is what I do. Get myself a clean paper towel, fold it up like so. All right? I get myself some lime or lemon juice. It doesn't matter. You can use fresh squeezed. I prefer to use it out of a bottle because there won't be any pulp to end up on my rim. What I'm going to do is I'm going to saturate my paper towel with the lime juice or lemon juice, and then I'm going to wipe the lid down with that, and then I'm going to put on the lid. Then, of course, you know the finger tight rule for canning. When you're pressure canning, just imagine, ooh, I have a helper. Two-finger method for pressure canning is, would you please grab that jar? You use 2 fingers and you turn it just with 2 fingers, that tight. You're not wrenching on it. You're just tightening it down until it stops turning. Jars all go in the pressure cooker. We're gonna pressure cook it at 11 psi for 15 minutes. Take it off the heat and let it naturally release. And that's it. Salsa. 11 psi, 15 minutes. And this is what you end up with. Jars full of deliciousness. This is authentic Bumpa Salsa. Enjoy. Love y'all.